Don't you worry, I got thinking place, thinking place, thinking throw our bones away. Call me by
So the start of my broth, we're gonna add some garlic. Next, we're gonna add some soy sauce. Next, we're adding some mirin. Then we're mixing that up. When I say we, I mean he.
I'll let that cook for a little bit.
All right, and we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes. Then we're adding the red miso paste. And then giving that a good little mix. Now we're gonna add the broth. We personally use unsalted chicken because one, the unsalted is what we like, and we happen to like the chicken better than the veggie broth for the taste, but you guys can use anything you want. If you're vegan, use the veggie broth instead. And it is 8 cups of broth. And you'll see how when I eat the noodles, I make it a little bit different. I don't actually eat it as soup, so it's a little bit different. Now we are adding our spices. We're doing a dash of garlic powder. And Derek never really measures anything, so we kind of just feel it out.
Japanese 7 spice.
A dash of Japanese 7 spice.
Go very light on this because it does get spicy.
Very light on this because it does get spicy. I am a super spice weenie, so if you like spicy, you want to go more on that. A dash of onion powder. And some black pepper. And a dash of ground ginger. A little more than a dash. Now we're mixing this. Is this everything that goes in here? All right, and now what he's gonna do is bring this to a boil for a few minutes. Then after it boils, we're gonna put it on low and we're gonna have it simmer for how long?
About 15 minutes.
So bring this to a boil, and then after it's done boiling, you want to simmer it for about 10-15 minutes. All right, we're gonna add our noodles. Usually we used to use ramen, that's what we use most of the time. I actually love the soba noodles too, but Derek found these veggie noodles are actually a little less calories and a little healthier for you, so we're gonna use that instead for the week. And each of these are 150 calories. So I'm basically cooking it and then putting it in my jar with the vegetables and the broth, of course, and then moving on to the next one. It is time to saute my veggies. First thing I'm gonna do is add the onions. We're using sweet onions?
Yes.
Usually we use the sweet onions. So I'm gonna put those in first and let those cook a little bit. Get them nice sauteed and soft. All right, as we're sauteing and softening these, we're gonna add the carrots. And we're gonna mix these and let them soften. They're already smelling delicious. All right, as that's starting to soften, we are gonna add the broccoli. Derek isn't a big broccoli fan, but I love broccoli. It's actually my favorite veggie, so that's why we're putting this in here. Absolutely love broccoli. And we're gonna stir up those veggies. And we're putting a little bit of soy sauce in there. And some pepper. And then we're using a dash of garlic powder. Mixing that up a little bit. And now we were adding bean sprouts. And my favorite, I love mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms are these?
Shiitake.
Shiitake mushrooms, as Derek calls them, fungus. I love mushrooms. He hates anything mushrooms. He calls it fungus. He keeps saying, I'm going to turn into a clicker because I eat mushrooms. I say, I'm not going to turn into a clicker. You know what we do need in here that I don't have that would sound delicious, that nobody likes but me? Water chestnuts. Does anyone else like water chestnuts out there? Comment if you do. I love water chestnuts, but I don't know anybody else that likes them. I think they're delicious, but everyone says they have no taste. But they have that crunch that's really good. Now we are just letting the vegetables stir up and simmer a little bit. And it's almost time for the noodles. Now we are layering my lunch. So first we're gonna put the veggies in. Perfect. So we're taking all the jars. It's 4 for the week since I have a half day on Friday, so I don't bring lunch with me. So we're filling 4 mason jars with the veggies. So the noodles take about 3 minutes to cook. So now I take the cooked noodles and I put it directly in my jar. And I do want to add some broth in there. Take a little bit of that broth, put it in the jar. Perfect. And then we're gonna do this for all 4 jars, and then I'll show you how it looks when I'm done with it. Here are my lunches for the week. They're super cool. I love the different colors. They make them look really, really cool. So I did an actual serving size. That's really important that you measure doing serving size of what you're eating, because you can actually eat a lot more calories if you're just pouring stuff in. So this is a serving size of each. And I'll take another video tomorrow when I actually open and eat it so you can see the finished product. My dinner today is a vegetable ramen, or I'm sorry, a vegetable noodles, stir fried with broccoli, onions, carrots, and had some pot stickers with it. Super delicious. Can't wait to dig into this.
Don't you